Okay, to demonstrate the flexible time dimension in the new model type, I want our page to look like this, right? And we will use 3 different solutions to make our page look like this. The first will be, we'll add a time calculation, which we've done up here. We've done a quarter over quarter on units sold, of units sold. And then we've added over here a dynamic input control using flexible time dimensions. So we've used 2 different ranges. And then we've also linked the data sources of the 2 charts. The upper chart uses a different data source than the lower chart, but you can see the input control is filtering for both. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing we want to do is select the upper chart and then open the Builder panel. Under Accounts, where we have Revenue, let's select More and then add a time calculation. We will look at quarter over quarter. So you can see that added it just like the first page. And then maybe we'll add month over month below, since we have that's filtered a little differently. That's filtered on month. Just drill down through month. So again, we'll go to Accounts. Under Cells, we'll select More, add time calculation, and then month/period over month/period. There we go. All right, and next we want to add a input filter, dynamic input filter. So you can see this, the data source is using this particular model. Now, both charts use different models. So as long as you have one of the data sources for one of your charts, you're good. So go ahead and select dimensions, date, and then we'll filter by range. Now the data that I have in my first chart only goes through 2023. So the first range I'm going to do is I'll just offset it by 2 years. And then we'll do a second range, and we can look back, say 4 years. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do is settings for users. You want to make sure that multiple or single selection is the choice on the drop down. And we'll select OK. Let's drag the filter up here. Make it a little bigger. Great. So what you can see now is when I choose filter, the top chart changes. The bottom chart does nothing. Right? The top chart isn't filtering, or the bottom chart isn't filtering using this input filter. So what we need to do is link these 2 models, 2 data sources, using the date dimension. So to do that, you go to Tools and select More, and then Link Dimensions. Then we'll add a model link. We'll select the first model that we have, and that's this one here. And we'll select Date. And the second model we'll identify and select Date as well. So now we have both of the models. So each model from each chart along with their date dimension. And we'll set that. Okay, great. So you can see it's filtered 4 years back for both. And if we select the first range, which is 2021, both charts filter on 2021. I hope that's helpful.